Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats because what we're about to unpack will completely flip everything you thought you knew about Remy Ma. Just days after she came forward saying she was done with men, tired of toxic masculinity, and finally stepping into her true self, a scandal has erupted that has everyone from Twitter to TikTok in total disbelief. And the real shocker? The person who allegedly exposed it all is none other than her husband, Papoose, the same man who famously waited 6 years for her while she was in prison. The same man people called the definition of loyalty. The leaked video that's got everyone talking shows Remy Ma in a private room with not one, but two men. After recently coming out as gay and being hailed as a new icon for the LGBTQ+ community, this footage paints a very different picture. The internet's reaction has been explosive. People are asking, was this a betrayal? A moment of weakness? Or has the whole truth not come out yet? To really understand how we got here, let's rewind a bit. Just weeks earlier, a leaked phone call hit the internet where Remy allegedly told a friend, Papoose was never enough. I've been gay my whole life, I just didn't know how to say it. That revelation shook social media. Fans celebrated her bravery. She was praised across queer platforms and even posted a photo wearing rainbow heels with the caption, "I'm finally free." That's why this scandal feels like such a betrayal to many. The leaked footage, grainy but clear, shows Remy in a dressing room laughing and getting intimate with two men. One of them has been identified as battle rapper Bill Collector. The other appears to be a music executive with dreadlocks and a distinct R tattoo on his neck. And the source of the leak? It's believed to have come directly from Papoose, thanks to a faint watermark that read "Papcam" in the video. Apparently, the footage was taken from a backstage security camera at a private event where Remy was set to perform. Sources close to the situation say Papoose had access to the security system. And after months of suspicion, he decided to quietly collect receipts. This video was reportedly sent out early Friday morning to several gossip pages, forums, and even backup social media accounts. Within minutes, it was everywhere. The timing of the leak made things even messier. It came just days after Remy had been seen with her rumored girlfriend, Dominique Lavo, at a queer art gala. Just the day before the footage leaked, she had agreed to speak at a women's identity summit. She was being embraced as a voice of representation, and now that image is crumbling. Public opinion turned sharply. Many fans who celebrated her coming out felt deceived. Social media was flooded with reactions, questions, and think pieces. Was her coming out sincere? Or was it all part of a carefully crafted image? One tweet went viral, saying, "She said she was gay, then got caught in a room with two men. What is the truth, really?" The fallout has been huge. Remy's endorsement deals are disappearing. A queer-focused podcast network put her partnership on hold. She was removed from the lineup of a Pride Month event. Blogs that once supported her are now calling out what they see as betrayal, not just to her relationships, but to the queer community who supported her. And then Dominique Lavo responded. She didn't just post a quote or unfollow Remy quietly. Dominique dropped a black and white video titled, "What She Told Me," where she spoke emotionally about finding out about the video the same time the world did. "I was in her bed the night before," she said, "she told me I was enough. Then, the next day, she's with two men? That's not freedom, that's deception." Her video went viral almost immediately. Fans rallied around Dominique, saying she deserved better. The hashtag Justice for Dominique started trending, and people revisited old videos of her and Remy, pointing out how genuine Dominique's affection appeared. And just when things couldn't seem worse, someone leaked text messages between Dominique and Remy, allegedly from 2 weeks before the footage dropped. One of the messages from Remy read, "I promise you're the only one. I just need time to close all old doors." Another said, "Don't believe anything unless it comes from me. People want to destroy what they don't understand." If real, these texts show Remy was trying to keep Dominique close while still involved with others. Fans felt this wasn't just cheating, it was manipulation. The impact went beyond relationships. Dominique was in talks to launch a wellness brand and podcast, but after the video surfaced, the brand announced it was pausing all projects until things were clarified. This scandal isn't just emotional, it's affecting careers and reputations. Meanwhile, Bill Collector, one of the men in the video, decided to speak out, in the form of a freestyle track. Titled "Closets and Contracts," the song includes lines that are blunt and controversial. It went viral, of course, adding more fuel to an already out-of-control fire. Now, people are questioning whether Remy's entire identity shift was genuine. Was she truly exploring her truth, or was this a strategic move tied to Pride Month and upcoming deals? One insider even revealed that a documentary series about Remy's journey of self-discovery was being pitched to streaming platforms. If true, this raises serious questions about intentions versus authenticity. Papoose has remained silent throughout, choosing not to post or go live. But his sister posted a video saying, "Y'all called him insecure. Now look." An old interview clip of Papoose saying, "Not everything sacred stays safe," has resurfaced and is now being shared as proof that he suspected something all along. In the end, public sentiment is shifting. Remy went from being seen as bold and inspirational to being viewed by some as manipulative and dishonest. People feel like they were sold a story that wasn't real. And the term queer baiting is now being attached to her name. At this point, the dust hasn't settled. More responses are expected. But one thing is clear, this scandal isn't just about a leaked video. It's about trust, identity, and the power of perception. And while Remy Ma's true story may still be unfolding, the damage, both personal and public, has already been done. In the last month, things have gone from bad to worse for Remy Ma. Some sharp-eyed bloggers discovered that several business trademarks were recently filed under her name. These included new brands like True Self Clothing and a wellness company, all of which clearly cater to the LGBTQ community. Naturally, people started asking, was all of this about finding her truth, or was it all part of a rollout plan? Because when Papoose leaked that recording, it didn't just shake the internet, it shattered an image. Then came another twist. Remy's former assistant came forward on TikTok with a short but sharp video called, "When I Realized Remy Was For Everyone." She claimed that in 2023, she saw Remy in a hotel suite with 3 different partners in a single week, and none of them were Papoose or Dominic. According to her, Remy kept her lovers apart by making sure no one was in the same city at the same time. She called it emotional chess, saying Remy acted like a different person depending on who she was with. The internet didn't hold back. People filled the comments with reactions like, "This isn't a coming out story, it's a breakdown." Others accused Remy of using queer identity as a shield rather than showing her true self. All the while, Papoose stayed silent. But his silence said more than words ever could. That leaked video? It flipped the script. Suddenly, Remy wasn't the misunderstood woman trying to live her truth, she was a master of manipulation. And now, the legal side has exploded. A Bronx attorney revealed that Papoose is filing for divorce. He's also asking for spousal damages and even claims of emotional and financial betrayal. In the court papers, he accuses Remy of using their marriage, and his public image, as a marketing tool. He's asking for $2.5 million in emotional damages and demanding the removal of his likeness from any projects that might still be profiting from their relationship. One major detail? Papoose's team has subpoenaed companies like Meta, YouTube, and Twitter/X for data tied to content about Remy and the leaked video. Why? Because he's alleging that Remy or her team may have made money from all this chaos while they were still legally married. Meanwhile, Remy has stayed mostly quiet, until now. A short clip from her upcoming documentary leaked online. In it, she softly says, "I was just trying to survive. If I lied, it's because the truth wasn't safe yet." It was emotional, maybe even sincere, but for many, it was too little, too late. Her follower count dropped by the tens of thousands. Brands started distancing themselves. Even her memoir's release has been put on hold. As Remy watches her empire start to crumble, Papoose is quietly rising. He showed up at a Brooklyn poetry event, stood alone on stage, and delivered a piece called "The Silence Between the Lies." One line stood out, "You said it was truth, but I saw the script." And with that, the crowd gave him a standing ovation. This isn't just a messy breakup, it's a cultural moment. And the fallout isn't over yet. This is Pop Links.